We're all stuck in our own room, so we just do like a liar bathroom scene, just beating the shit out of ourselves. Or just like a regular Fight Club. Spoilers, he fights himself.
Yep.
Good riffing bits at the beginning of the show that is in all of our bedrooms. Oh, I'm on right now. I'm live right now. Holy shit, I can't even see what's going on. Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of Wait What? This is uncomfortable because I did not know I was live for several minutes now. Hopefully, I didn't say anything I regret, which is usually everything and all the things I say. Anyways, hi, my name is Luke Severide, and that is me. If you haven't come to an episode of Wait What before, hello, welcome. Thank you for coming. If you've been here before, thanks for coming back. For those who don't know, Wait What? It's a weekly show we do on Wednesdays. Well, stand-up comedy isn't real. I have a bunch of stand-up comedians that are friends or new friends, and we come on, we talk about things like the way you see it. Wait, what? The news cycle, super fast. There's so much stuff always where you're being inundated with all kinds of craziness all the time. So what I decided to do was hit up a couple of my comedian friends, have them on the show. So once a week, we just talk about something that they saw that made them go, wait, what? We tell some jokes, we have some fun, we laugh about it into the void. And yeah, so come hang out. Hope you guys enjoy it. And before I bring on my co-host, I want to introduce this week's guest. We have friends of mine, Burunji and Mary Lou Gamba.
Hey.
Hello. Can't really see. We can't see what the live feed is, so it might be. If it's uncomfortable, it's because we're uncomfortable people. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, good. I'm melting.
You're melting? Yeah, that's. Seems what I went on a run today and twisted my ankle as soon as someone saw me running. It was pretty cool. So I was melting and went, it was fantastic.
What time was this?
What time? It was today, man. It happened like 4 hours ago. Well, fucking.
Why are you running that late in the day?
Why are you drinking coffee that late in the day? Come on.
Mary Lou, I don't know if they heard that earlier. I'm doing introductions right now, you guys. Fucking chaos. Let me be in charge. Please.
How are you standing?
Why am I standing? Because I used to do these shows seated.
But you broke your ankle. Why are you standing if you broke your ankle?
Because it's not that bad. I didn't break my ankle. I rolled it. I'm fine. Thanks for caring.
Just checking.
All right. So before... This is already so fucking chaotic. Mary Lou, Burundi, we'll get back to you. I want to bring on my co-host, you guys already heard talking a little bit of shit off screen, but please welcome my co-host, Gregory Beachler.
Hey, man, I'm here. Hopefully.
Yeah. Hopefully. If not, this will be a great podcast. So
this is like a mic, open mic right now. I like it. This is dope.
Yeah, man. Thank you. That's what I was going for with this show. I was just trying to get the feel of an open mic, but with unpaid professional comedians.
Hey, man. It's all good, dude. We're here. We're doing it. We love everybody. Except Burunji.
Yeah.
Hey, Greg, we got to stick together now more than ever.
I know, man. Well, at least acknowledge each other when you see me in the street, Burunji.
Yeah. That's rude of you. You rarely ever acknowledge Greg, and it upsets him a lot. He doesn't really bring it up. He's bringing it up kind of passive-aggressively right now, but I want to say, as a friend of his and a friend to you, you should make eye contact with him. He would appreciate it a lot, bud.
I got you. Look at me, Greg. Look at me.
Got you. I'm helping. All right, Greg. So the subject that you and I decided to discuss is, what is it? It's Lambur, Thailand. It's a town in Thailand. Has about 750,000, like 750,000 people. I actually saw a clip of this on a Netflix show a couple months ago, and it was called Night on Earth. It's like episode 5, about 20 minutes in, and it's this city that has just a bunch of macaque monkeys. I believe it's pronounced macaque.
Macaque, pretty sure. Macaque, like yeah.
It sounds like a monkey name that a teenager made up, for sure.
Yeah, it does.
What kind of monkey is that? It's macaque. It's macaque monkey.
Maybe it was eating popcorn. It's macaque.
Macaque.
But what happened is on the show, they were showing how many of these macaque monkeys live there. It's like something like 60,000 in one city because everyone feeds them just all the time. They just feed them all the time. They're all like huge. And so since there's so many of them, they just keep making more and more and more, which is fine. It's like a tourist attraction. People like go there. They go there to be like, hey, let's go feed the monkeys. They hang out in this temple. That's also where they bury their dead. That's kind of creepy that like that's a thing something this big does. You're just like, yeah, my friend died, but I'm gonna go put him in the temple. You're like, all right.
And go mourn them every other day, dude. Yeah, they're creepy. But you're right, man. That was a huge tourist thing for them, and now with COVID, it's kind of ruined, man. So the monkeys are like, yo, what the fuck's the food? And it's going crazy.
Yeah, like they own the streets. Like monkeys are just running around everywhere in that town, just screaming at people for food.
Yeah, it's pretty intense. I saw people building cages around their houses, like reverse zoos.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous, man. It's like I don't know. It seems like this is exactly how Planet of the Apes was supposed to start.
yeah. I mean, this is like the real story. Like they didn't make this video because they're like, nah, it wasn't macaque monkeys just taking over Thailand, and then they started like forming cliques. No, it was some Caesar shit, some fake virus. No, that's bullshit, man. That's propaganda. This is how it starts.
No, how it happened was a bunch of macaque monkeys were just overfed and given a lot of junk food, and they got fat and bloated and screamed at people in their homes until they became the dominant species of that town, and then they just spread out. No, it's like they're actually like trying to deal with them by giving them like junk food and stuff, which all that does is make them jacked up on sugar and not hungry. So
it makes them like nutrient deficient, actually. So now they're angrier.
Yeah.
Because they need this drug hit of dopamine that they can't get. There's not enough McDonald's out there. So yeah. I also like that there's rival tribes, like rival gangs of monkeys that fight in the street.
Really?
I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, it's just, I hope they start making their own signs so they can just identify each other. Like, nah, son, over here, baby.
What are the names of the gangs?
They
Like
do signs.
the 12 monkeys, the apes. I mean,
It
like,
goes to some shit like that. Like,
dude, I would love to see like a show like send like a reboot of the Planet of the Apes, but it just follows them around and like just in the setting of like a town where all these humans are like terrified of them and then just roaming the streets. I think that'd be so badass. Just
man, yeah. Well, what's the human story on that side? Because you need somebody to relate to. Is you like a Woody Harrelson guy?
No.
Like, some Thai dude who's like, oh man, I need to get these fucking. I don't know what they do in Thailand, man. I'm not gonna be racist, so.
do it. I want to hear it.
Yeah, the African dude. The African dude wants to hear it.
Man.
You're black. You have more rope than Luke does.
I do. I should be the rope guy for once.
Yeah. I love how Burunji always encourages racism just because he's like, I didn't grow up here. It's whatever.
Hardcore stuff.
What's the worst that could happen?
I mean, there's a lot of bad things that are. What is the worst thing that could happen as a byproduct of racism? Like probably a couple of things.
just look at the news.
Yeah, man, lots of stuff.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Like Rwanda, you remember that shit? That was all racism against a different tribe. But you don't talk about that because it's not white, black, because we're selfish with the racism. There's racism everywhere in the world, bro. People need to recognize that.
Did you say Rwanda? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Oh no, we blame the Belgians for that, not us. It's not us. They shipped whatever weapons we used. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have.
Machetes and stuff?
Yeah, we didn't have any.
Rwanda couldn't come up with his own machetes, dog. I don't believe that, bro.
It was not our personal machetes. So yeah, made in Belgium. That's
okay, dude. I mean, I don't want to sound terrible, but machetes don't kill people. Like people kill people with machetes. Also, notice how quiet Mary Lou and I were throughout.
This is a tribal thing, okay? Let us figure it out right now.
Yep.
I feel like us whites jumping in and going, tut.
My name is Karen.
Actually.
Yeah.
Well, actually, if you guys knew the history of the machete, it originally stems from that.
Well, actually. Yeah.
to get back slightly on subject, we were talking about a bunch of monkeys in Thailand. I don't know. It just cracked me up, man, and it made me laugh because it's something that I literally saw like a handful of months ago, and I was like, oh, that's kind of pleasant. And then knowing it's just like turned into chaos.
Yeah, instantly, man. Like, what do you think if it comes back and people start like, how are they gonna regulate that? Like, hey, don't feed the monkeys anymore. Actually, that was like a thing. If something happens again, we can't stay barricaded for another 4 months. We're all gonna die.
Yeah, and what they're trying to fix it now is neuter as many monkeys as they can, which seems because I think they perceive the monkeys to be like kind of sacred, so they don't want to like just start killing them. They don't want to start killing their macaque, so they're like neutering them, which can't be cheap at all.
Wait. Luke, my audio skipped for a bit. Can you repeat the last word?
Oh, they didn't want to just pay a bunch of money to murder their macaque. Monkeys?
Yeah, that word. The last word. Can you say that like 3 times? Because my audio keeps breaking.
I feel like you are trying to trick me into doing something by saying monkey 3 times?
Macaque.
Macaque? Okay, well, technically, macaque. How old are you, Burunji?
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you for that distraction.
Yeah.
No, but they're neutering them, which seems like a weird use of resource where I'm like, yo, there's a veterinarian that lives there that is just raking in the dough.
Oh my God, dude.
A bunch of overweight, sugar high monkeys kept fucking making more monkeys. And then there's like a pandemic and the guy's like, cool, man, it's going to be $100 a ball chop. Get in here.
Man, you know, he was just waiting for this too. Like, oh man, first off, I hate those monkeys. I love doing this to them. And by the time I'm done, I'm gonna have like
doing it in his spare
so
time.
many houses on this beach, bro. I'm gonna be rich as fuck out here.
Oh yeah, my third house, it was built entirely on monkey genitals.
Yeah. This is my monkey skin lamp, like my monkey nut skin lamp. It reflects this light nice from the electricity I have over here.
I don't think they like chop off the balls and save them and make things. I mean, that's some serial.
I don't know how they do it. Have you seen them like rip off testicles from pigs and shit? They just take them shits. I don't think they're doing bisectomy to every monkey. That'd be ridiculous.
Yo, but
here's some ibuprofen.
Why do you know what they do to pig testicles? Were you ever on a farm, or is this just some...
Man, I'm telling you, man. I used to live in some country ass places. I worked a lot of weird jobs, bro.
Okay, all right. That's a valid response. All right, cool. Any more thoughts on macaque?
No, man. It seems like it's pretty, and you can keep at least one woman with it. So,
thank you. That was nice. All right, let's. This is going a little bit weirder than expected. Let's move on to our first guest. Still don't know exactly how this is looking, so whatever, being weird. But Burunji, please hop on. Let's discuss.
Hey, what's up? How are you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm pretty good. How about yourself?
Pretty good. I didn't hear you earlier, but do you remember what the name of those monkeys were? And could you say it 3 times quickly in a row?
My cock. Something along those lines.
Your accent really made that a little bit.
No, I saw that, like, are you talking about, are these the ones that went in the streets and they were like grabbing a bunch of bread and shit?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that could be somewhere else. I don't know.
Yeah, no, like I had no idea that they had like good hands. Like they got good hands. Like
they got good hands.
I'm not kidding. Like it will be interesting in the future. Like you go to a grocery store and you could get a monkey to like put stuff in the cart for you, because they have hands that that can actually hold shit.
I like the idea of you being so lazy about grocery store shopping that you have sought out an animal that is not indigenous to this continent, taken it, trained it when you don't even know if it's capable of being trained, and then took it with you just to a Safeway. I'm not the
first one. Keeps grabbing the wrong chips. You're like, God damn it! All this time.
I told you the gluten-free ones.
Go back there. No, but you've been in an aisle where like it's either too high or too low, or it's way in the back. And like those things are more nimble than any of us. So
I've never really walked down a grocery store aisle and been like, it's too high. Like I just reach shit, and if I've had to climb on something, I've climbed on things. Like,
Well, I do it every day and I can't reach it. So there.
there we
no,
go.
it's not that. It is there for you.
I need a
It's
monkey.
here for
I
me.
need a monkey.
So Mary Lou is the target demographic for monkeys.
Yeah.
Yeah. we got market for the macaque.
Mary Lou markets and macaques.
Macaques,
Oh
yeah.
man, this is a cock heavy episode because. All right, Brunji, what is the thing that made you go wait what this week?
So there's a lot of things, but the one that I narrowed down on was I saw that in the news, the federal government is auctioning off stuff from the Fire Festival. Did I pronounce that right?
Fire.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, fire.
Yeah, they're auctioning off stuff from the Fire Festival. So you can go online and you can buy stuff that was supposed to be at the festival. Does everyone know what the Fire Festival is?
Yeah, but
I mean,
go ahead and give it a quick recap.
The Fire Festival was in the Bahamas. It was targeting people from America. Basically, you pay a bunch of money and you go experience my childhood for a bunch of money. Like
It was organized by Jeffrey Epstein's son.
Yeah, oh shit. Yeah, it was on an island. You know who owns that island? Or at least who supposedly owned that island was Escobar.
Ah.
Yeah. So it was basically you go, you leave your America, you pay like upwards of some people paid $16,000 all the way up to a lot of money, like obscene amounts of money, to go to this island for 2 weeks and have a good time. And it turned out the whole thing it didn't happen.
All right.
So what? Like
What?
the people showed up to this island for like
Yeah,
16 grand. And it's like, well, sorry about the music.
It was basically like, you go to a comedy show and they're like, oh, there's going to be jokes. And then there's no jokes after 2 hours.
Well, that's because
Okay,
it's all
so-
open micers,
Like a lot of shows I've been to.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's what happened. And now the whole shit blew up. The guy who put it together, his name is Billy. First of all, I don't know how people sign up onto something where the main guy's name is Billy. Like, I'm not kidding. Like,
You're talking. Yeah, it is not a name an adult would go by.
yeah, like I'm not surprised. Like, I've never heard of like Billy Airlines. Like if there was Billy Airlines, I'll be like, get the fuck out of here. I'll take my chances with Southwest. I'm not doing any Billy Airlines. But Billy actually went to jail. He's in jail until 2023, which I think is too short because he's coming out in like 2 years.
Okay.
Shout out to
Short,
White
like, did people die? What happened?
What's that?
Did everybody die? What happened? Why should he do more than like 5-6 years?
Honestly, I don't see why people are complaining. It's just, you paid for some shitty product and you got what you got, and stop bitching, move on with your life.
Also,
They got scammed. That's why they're complaining. Come on.
yeah, but it's also a bunch of rich people that can afford spending $16,000 on a weekend. Like,
All right. Yeah.
sorry, I'm sorry, your dad let
Yeah.
you access your bank account and you wasted it on that. Like, come on. Get the fuck out of here.
No, it's funny though. It's funny though. Like they're auctioning off this stuff right now, and I'm like, why would you auction the stuff for something that didn't happen?
People are because there was documentaries made about it. People are going.
I know.
You got shit.
Well, was the government doing it? So was it like a tax thing, or like, hey, you got to pay back these taxes that you didn't pay when you were getting all this money? Plus, you're getting sued by all these people. You don't have any money. We got to like recoup this somehow to pay these people
what I
back.
think
Like
it is?
victim shit. Like, why is the government taking over that one?
You know what I think it is? The government is desperate. Yeah, the GDP is down by 30%, so they're looking in the lost and found, And they're just like, we're just gonna sell some hoodies from the Lost and Founds and just try to make up because people want the extra paycheck and the government doesn't have it. So now they're selling stuff from festivals and shit. So
how much do you have any knowledge on how much they're selling stuff for?
Oh, that's actually interesting. Because I'm gonna be honest, this is ridiculous. You can go look at it in your own time or even right now if you want. But they're selling.
Watching the show, please.
Oh yeah, they're selling basic shit. They're selling like hoodies, pants, T-shirts, and it's going for actually quite a bit of money. It's like the hoodie is like $300 for a hoodie that just says Fire Festival. I'm starting to think they.
Wow, man.
I'm starting to think they called Billy and they're like, "Hey, Billy, how much this cost?" And Billy's a hustler. Billy's like, "Yeah, $300 for a hoodie."
So the government's making this product and then selling it with fire on it, or they just
actually they took it from Billy, confiscated it, kept it in the Lost and Found, and now they're trying to sell it back to the public so they can get money and pay off whatever debts or obligations they have.
But
what quality T-shirts do you think these are, dude?
Based off of how the festival was put together, probably the highest quality you can find.
You know what's weird is in the stuff they're selling, there's tokens in there. Like they're just small sized. They're pretty much coins, and we're out of coins.
I mean, we're not out of coins. They're just not in circulation because people are
Billy made a bunch of them. Put Billy's coins out in the market. Let the market decide. Like that's just me. I don't know a lot of economics, but
if you can't afford Bitcoin, just invest in Billy coin.
Yeah. Billy coins. That's yeah. But you know what? I think this is the worst joke you could ever play on people, because people paid a lot of money and now they have to look at other people wearing merchandise for something that did. It will be like forgive my insensitivity, but this is the best explanation I could come up with. This is like selling merchandise for a dead baby, like a baby that didn't like. Yeah,
is that deep, dog? Like two. My rich dad was like out some money. There was like 2 documentaries on 2 major stations, but now I gotta watch some guy in a shitty shirt. Just like my dead baby, man. Just like my baby that died.
Yeah, it's like this. I'm sorry, whatever the baby's name is. I'm sorry they died. But we're making T-shirts out of that baby.
Sorry about your dead baby.
Very sincere.
You guys wanna?
Oh my God.
We should buy that shit. I mean,
do you have $300 to spare on a hoodie during summertime?
No, actually, that's the other thing. They didn't think about the marketing. Like, why would you be selling hoodies in the summer?
Well, you got to buy for the season coming up, so it's for fall.
Mary Lou, not everyone plans their life out the way you do.
Fashion is a season ahead. They know what they're doing.
Oh, do you think I know fashion? I can't speak for Burunji or Gray, but
I don't know it.
I know it. Plan ahead.
You do. That's
I wear this shirt at least twice a week. I don't have a lot of shit.
Do they have fanny packs? I want a fanny pack.
I do have a fanny pack, though.
Let me ask you guys a question, because I was trying to write jokes about this and I didn't know what direction. But well, you know how like you walk around the streets or wherever you are, and you see people with hoodies. You're like, it's like Yale, Harvard, and then you see someone with Fire Festival. What? What? Like if I see Harvard, I'm like, yeah, that guy can help me with my taxes. But if you see someone with a Fire Festival, what are you thinking?
They work at Facebook.
Yeah, who can afford that, man? I kind of feel jealous of that guy. Like, you're really rocking that sweatshirt right now? That's dope.
If you're walking around wearing a Fire Festival T-shirt or hoodie, all that says to me is that I could probably make you give me money easily.
I know, yeah.
Like
Yeah,
you're dumb.
I think we should have merchandise for every like pyramid festival, like not festival, like any pyramid scheme. Like
Amway shirts. I think they have
Amway
them.
people need to wear their shit. Like you need to see them from a distance and be like, this guy is gonna upsell me on some shit. I don't want none of it. But that's just me.
You just want sneaky people to advertise their sneakiness.
Man,
No, it's like the what they call the Jehovah's Witness.
I mean, you can just see them based off of their sad dress-up clothes, man. They
I
never
know.
wear
So when you see them, you shut your blinds, you lock the door, and you barricade it, and you're like, I'm not gonna.
Jehovah's Witnesses aren't zombies.
No, what's that? The guys that wear the white and black, right?
Mormons.
The Mormons, yo.
Those guys, same difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I want none of that shit.
Dude, I played basketball with Mormons, bro. They just showed up trying to hoop up. And then they just stayed there playing hoop until there was like one guy left. And they ended up talking to that guy. Like they got him by himself. Then I never saw that dude again. So I don't know what happened, really.
He got converted. He's got converted. He went on a mission and probably fucking where Brunji
Got
used
him
to
nice
live.
and tired. He was like open to him, like, oh, you guys are cool. Yeah, man,
Those
just
guys
outside
are
you. Just fuck.
everywhere.
They are everywhere.
They're
All right,
balling
cool.
in dress shoes, man. I was impressed.
Yeah.
Difficult.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, let's thank you, Burunji. Let's move on to our final guest. Let's go. Oh, you've heard her earlier. She's a good friend of mine, Mary Lou Gamba.
Mary Lou.
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
I'm melting, fucking hot.
Did you turn a fan on?
It's on. I can't.
Okay. See, I got an AC unit in this room, and I crank it until right before we go live so that I can.
Yeah, look, show off.
I should go get a popsicle. A popsicle would really help right now.
Well, now that I'm talking to you, yeah, for sure, run away from the camera and get a popsicle.
It's so hot. Otherwise, I'm great. Hot.
Okay, good.
Good and hot.
It's toasty time. So what is the subject that you decided to discuss for this week?
I find it interesting. It kind of fits with the monkey talk.
Yep.
Because you guys are talking about monkeys getting neutered, right? So I was watching the Food Network the other day, and the Chopped was on, and it was and they always have like a basket, secret ingredients, and they pull out some shit. And one of the ingredients was a capon. And first when they say capon, I was like, caper? You guys know capers are these little berries, right? So capon. Apparently, a capon is a huge motherfucking chicken. And I don't know if you fans out there know, but I love chicken. Like rotisserie chicken is my favorite thing on earth. So I was like, wait a minute, what? There's a big fucking chicken out there I could be eating instead of these little tiny chickens from the QFC. And so I researched capons. Now, the reason they're big, though, that's the problem, is they get really big because they castrate them. So they're roosters. They're roosters, and they cut off their testicles, and they get really big. And I was like, why the fuck would they do that? And I looked at the history, and it's because they didn't want to waste. They wanted fatter chickens in Roman times, but they didn't want to waste the grain. It was actually illegal to feed the chickens grain, too much grain. So they're like, well, we'll just cut their balls off, and then they get really big and fat.
Wait, chickens have balls?
Roosters do, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Wait, they have. No, hold up. Let's not pretend like I'm the stupid one here.
None of our we're not pretending. We're not pretending.
Wait. Educate me. Chickens? No, you say which ones?
So there's all kinds of. There's roosters. There's all kinds of chickens. So the rooster is the dude chicken.
So you know how you've seen a man's dick? Like, have you seen a rooster's dick?
Okay.
No, I haven't. No.
Real quick, I realized I was just shitting on you, and I also just remembered that all birds have, as far as I know, a cloaca, which is basically just a hole in their backside that has like their butthole and their genitals in it. So, like, how do they chop the balls off of a bird?
Well, there was a video for that, but I didn't want to watch it.
Wait,
So you want to do the research for the
Mary
show?
Lou.
What?
Go ahead, Greg. What'd you say?
I said we needed this information, Mary Lou. Like, you think there's gonna be questions?
I'm not upset, but I wish you would properly research this subject because now I don't know.
I have a lot of facts. I just don't want to show you a video of a bird's balls.
I'm saying, like, do they fucking dig into the basket and then find the two spheres and then chop them off?
I don't know. You can buy a capon kit and do it yourself. They sell those online.
Kit?
Capon kit. It's got some tools in it. I don't know.
Not for macaque.
What I found funny though was that the capons, because they were so big, they were like so it turns out they ended up, rich people ate those, and then poor people, like lower class people, poor people just could eat regular chickens. And the monks really were into capons back then. And so there was actually a thing at one point where everybody was making fun of, it was a thing to make fun of monks because monks are so like pious and they're like really simple, but they ate these big fucking like elaborate chickens. So it was kind of like, it didn't make sense, right? Anyway, I just think it's so funny to me that it's a thing to make fun of a monk. Like there's like a thing.
I mean, okay. I think it's kind of a thing to make fun of like any sort of religious person that is like saying like, you don't need money, you don't need all these things,
right.
Steer clear of these like earthly vices, and then they're just eating ballless birds all the time. They're like, decadence, and you're like,
it's a trend to me. That's a funny trend to like, let's make fun of a monk, you know? And
the big chicken eater.
So like, I think we have a picture of. I think we have a picture. If you guys could throw that up, I don't know if that's going to happen. But sorry, what were you going to say, Greg?
I'll say monks get made fun of like all the time. That's mainly what monks did. They'd throw shit at them. They have like weird haircuts. Yeah, smelled bad most of the time. Like, yeah.
They threw shit at them?
Oh, yeah, man. People became monks for like all kinds of reasons. Like, yo, look, man, we're too poor to feed this last kid, so he can just go be a dumb haircutted guy. And so he decides that he's old enough to do whatever he wants to do. It was, I read this book about like monks through different countries. Wild shit, man. I would never want to be a monk.
I could just visualize like their version of the Tonight Show, and everybody that came up was just making fun of monks. That's what I was picturing. That's why it's so funny to me. Like, and our next comedian, you know, it's just one monk.
Yeah. Chilling at your hut, then you see like the fucking robes coming up to the thing. You know they're gonna knock on your fucking straw door and ask you if you want to join the sect or whatever. Yeah, fuck that.
Have you thought about shaving your head and never having sex again?
What would be Mary Lou or somebody else? What would be the American version of monks?
I mean, there are monks in America.
Monks here. There's monks.
There's all kinds of monks here.
In terms of, because I see a lot of people make fun of the Amish, which is not the same thing. But if you think about it, weird haircuts, no technology, just basic.
They have technology, man. It just stops at 1862 for some reason.
They have capon
That's
kids.
a very specific year for technology to stop advancing. I believe the following year, a certain proclamation was made. And they're like, no.
They're actually against slavery, though. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it totally makes sense. They're like, you got to churn your own butter.
It was, bro. They actually wrote this whole pamphlet like, oh, free slaves, this is how you should act. And it's like, oh, man, this sucks, dude. Just work all day, then go to sleep and eat just plain potatoes. Fuck all that, man.
Yeah, but you get to meditate and feel good. You get to feel better about yourself than everyone around you. You're like, I'm doing it right, as you eat potatoes for the 70th year in a row.
How did we get from
potatoes and fat chickens? You fucking
yeah.
After the show, you guys want to go to? This is a bad joke. Kentucky Fried Capons.
Yo, didn't they try to make like a mega leg thing, like a giant ass chicken leg? They introduced that in like Kentucky or something.
Chicken leg. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I'm out of chicken too. This sucks. I'm gonna have to go get some after the show.
Hey, Mary Lou, I made a comment. I don't know if you saw it. Your comedy album should be called Rotisserie Chicken. Or something.
I mean,
yeah, I've got a lot of titles for my comedy album.
No, this one defines you. For some reason, when I think Mary Lou, I think rotisserie.
I was gonna call it hot guys eating chicken because I like hot guys that like chicken.
That just sounds like your dating profile, not the name of a comedy.
And what is wrong with that?
Nothing. I'm just saying, like that does sum you up pretty well.
It really does. It's a good.
So, all right, like we got to get back on subject. This is a thought I had earlier, but like I'm just curious, like how someone even figured this out about the capons? Because was it someone just irritated with a rooster, and so they're like, if we castrate it, maybe it's going to shut up, and then it got big, and they're like, how about we eat that? And they're like, oh, that was tasty. We should just do that all the time.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I thought of that too because they didn't want to waste the grain, but I was like, but who the fuck thought of like.
Okay, so when did this start happening, though?
In like 162 BC, like a long time
like
ago.
Roman times?
Yeah, the Romans.
So what if they used to like castrate dudes back then, right?
Yeah.
They were called, they used to get kind of plump, so we're like, hey, what if we try that with the chickens?
Maybe, yeah.
Or maybe they did that to the chickens first. Who knows? Who got castrated first, the chicken or the dude?
I don't know. I think someone had a knife and they just fell, and then they were like, look how fat it got, and then they just kept doing it. I don't know, right? Who knows?
That is weird. I mean, it kind of makes sense, but it is weird that it gets so big when it doesn't have balls.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't make sense.
And sometimes they would be like surrogate mothers. Like if a mother chicken, like a girl chicken, had too many babies that couldn't take care of it, the capon would like be the surrogate mom and take care. They're very tender and gentle.
Then a monk murdered them and ate them for dinner.
I just thought it was so sweet that they became very maternal.
That's hilarious, man.
After they cut their, woo.
Yeah.
The balls right off.
Cool. Did you have anything else to add onto that, Mary Lou?
Just I kind of wanted to. I thought as soon as I saw the show, I was like, I want to eat one of these. But then when I realized how they make them, I was like, I don't know about that. But they're also $75, so I'll probably just stick with Costco rotisserie chickens for $5.99.
Just buy a chicken and castrate it.
Oh,
Do it yourself.
well, it's a rooster, right? A rooster.
A rooster. Okay, buy a rooster.
And see
Fuck
how
it up, and then just see how it goes. If it doesn't work, right? Hey, you still got food.
big as
It's
a
not big
turkey.
food.
Actually, you can castrate it, or you can give it estrogen implants. That would be more my thing. Like I have some estrogen in my bathroom because I'm menopausal, so I could just. That's a great idea. I just came up with an idea. I'm gonna go buy chicken, give it my implants,
You're just gonna get a human estrogen, huh? And just see how it goes.
and see what happens. You never
You're
know.
gonna have this cancer-ridden chicken. It's gonna be ridiculous.
It's going to be so big
My
because
studio apartment.
it's going to be so big just because it's full of tumors. Like that's going to be. You won't need to take any of your estrogen for your menopause or whatever. It's because it's going to be in the chicken. So you just eat the chicken. That's your serving of estrogen right there. Jesus, this sounds terrible.
Your menopause or whatever.
I don't know. How I'm supposed to.
Hot flashes, yo.
Damn.
Are you dying, Mary Lou?
That's so funny.
All right. I should probably land this ship. That was a lot of fun, you guys. Thanks for doing the show. Do you guys have any like social media, websites, anything that you want to put out there for people to follow you, see the stuff you're doing now, or when comedy starts happening again, they can see you later? Burunji, what do you got?
First, I just launched my website just in time. It's birunjicomedy.com. You can check it out. It has links to all my shit. If you cannot find my website, you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Again, birunjicomedy.com. Birunji is BIRUNGI comedy. That's it.
Cool. And Mary Lou, you got anything?
Yeah, I would love more YouTube followers. Got a lot of videos up there. Mary Lou Gamba Comedy. One of the videos includes a rotisserie chicken and a hot guy. A lot of stand-up videos. Twitter, @TheLoof, THE, capital LUF as in Frank E. And then marylou.gamba on Instagram. Please, I need followers. Follow me.
Yeah, a lot of chicken content. I
I got a lot of chicken jokes. It's all true. It's all true. Truth.
And Greg, you got your regular plugs? What you got, man?
Yeah, Instagram, Greg Beechler. I got a YouTube channel, obviously, Greg Beechler. Got some comedy shit on that. If you're in Lewiston, Idaho on the 21st, I'll be at Shooters, getting on stage in a place that's lawless. So, I forgot about that gig.
Is that a
And I haven't been
casino?
on stage for like 5 months, so it'll be good to do 45 just out the gate. It's going to be so fun.
Wait, where is this?
Shooters.
Shooters in Lewiston, Idaho.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I was supposed to do that one a while ago.
Yeah. Yeah, that's bold of you, Greg. I hope no one coughs directly in your face.
Yeah, I'm bringing my own mic.
hey, Greg,
All right.
you have my number.
Dude, Corey. All right, you guys. Thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed this, Big Laughs Comedy Network, they have shows every day of the week. We do this on every Wednesday, but they have shows every week. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe to the Patreon, or there's a Venmo account, a Cash App, stuff like that. All the money goes to the comedians. We're building this, so if you enjoyed it, please leave a comment. Tell us what you like, what you didn't like. It's all a state of process. We're figuring this all out, and hopefully see you next week. And like always, I'm your host, Luke Severide. Have a nice night, and leave you on a high note.
Hey.